Okay, so I am gonna work on fixing some errors on my chapbook, which I did like a prototype already fixing. So time to do the rest. I'm gonna risk something because I want to remove my at, since now I'm your pink poet instead of Storm Brew, but I don't want to stain my little bio thing, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm gonna might as well fix one grammar error that I noticed, since I'm already making marks on it and everything. Copies of my chapbook. I'm just gonna have to print out more and hope that it comes out better than I did the first time. But hey, this is for the first time. 3 out of 5 coming out good. I think that's good. Hi everyone. So as you've noticed, I've been gone. And part of that is because depression, and 2, because I've actually been working on something for a while now, and this video is going to serve as like an announcement / promo / preview of the thing I've been working on. I've been working on a poetry chapbook. Well, I've worked on poetry chapbook because I'm not a speaker right now, I'm a writer. So I don't know how else to go about saying this other than I made a poetry chapbook, and it's a poetry book collection that I've been wanting to make for forever now, and I recently said, why not just do it? Just do it. I'm unemployed, unmotivated, and I got nothing else going on. So I was like, might as well make a dream come true. And this is it. What I wanted to do, or what I'm gonna do right now, is attempt to go through and maybe explain some of my poems on here. First, here's the thing. I like, for some reason, making things more complicated than it needs to be. And so Hence why it took me so long to make this book. It's a short little one. I'm going to go through the titles of the poems featured in my chapbook. So just get into it. Okay. The poems featured in my chapbook include Poetry, The Silence Grows, Untitled, Loss, Lonely Offices, Happy, DX, Chronic Sickness, Insecure, A Debt to Repay, For the Friends That Changed Me, The Butterfly Effect, A Natural Occurrence, Phobia, Why I Don't Kill Bugs Anymore, and Neutral. I apologize for any background noise, but I decided to read you some poems and explain them a little bit, or just talk about it. And so, without further ado, let me recite to you one of the poems I chose to share, which is Lonely Offices. Again, I can't do anything about the background noise, my bad. Lonely offices. Salt and pepper, rice and bread. Why do both burn at the slight of my touch? The echoes of laughter fade against the wall. Thunder shakes them, and lightning wakes them. It's a shame no one knows the true loneliness of the heart within that wall. It's a shame no one rejoices for the death that brought peace, or the darkness that brought sleep, or the thunder that brought rain, or the lightning for the warmth, for the storm that brought the rainbow. It's a shame. I have my notes to the side, so I apologize if I'm gonna read directly off those notes. Yeah, for this one, I genuinely don't remember when I wrote it. It was such a long time ago in my childhood, and the only thing I do remember for sure, it was around middle school, I think, when I was at my most depressed. The poem essentially is about loneliness, sadness, and being underappreciated for the good work that you do, or no matter how hard you try to do good. I think this poem is one of my stronger metaphorical poems, I think, and I'm pretty sure this is my oldest poem, so it's one of my pride and joys, actually, so hence why I wanted to share it with you guys. Man, I hope I'm louder than the banging. Chronic sickness. As always, I'm late to the party. When 3 years of nothing finally leads to sickness. The sickness that takes the life away from everyone that gets infected with it. So all I can do is lay down and wait for death. But alas, I don't die. What instead takes me is the nothing that lingered. I am nothing now. The people have left the home, but the body still lingers. Nothing is here, nothing is there. What do I do now that no one is home? Do I try to live again, although I never stopped? I can't be anything anymore, as if nothing happened. Yeah, in contrast to the last poem I just read you, this is actually a very recent poem. Oh well, that's about my chronic pains. I've always had them, but ever since COVID began, they got really, really bad. And this poem is about how constantly being in pain while nothing is wrong feels isolating and just overall emotionally painful. Let's see. The last poem I'm going to share with you guys, which is literally going to be the last poem of the booklet. It's called Neutral. I chant with them. When will we be free? But who is we? Where do I stand? I can go home, sleep safely in bed, but they can't. Now who is they? Are we truly the same? There are differences between us that I can't deny, but where do those differences end? One difference for certain is that I can choose to live happily during the war, but don't worry, the news will eventually die out, as will they if I remain neutral. This one is about like 3 different things going on. One of them is, firstly, it was inspired by my lack of courage or lack of knowledge or lack of everything when 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 I first was learning about the Palestinian genocide that was happening for years now. And for some reason I was just too afraid or too unknowing to really talk about it or share information about it. So that was what inspired me to write this. However, what the actual text is talking about is about my memories of the Black Lives Matter movement, which happened around COVID, I think, 2020. My memory's terrible, but yeah, I just remember what I was seeing on the news, what I saw in person, and this is about, I don't know, my fears, my feelings of being useless, and then also feelings of oh, woe is me, who cares if I feel useless, you get me? So what did my notes say? Silence about the Palestinian genocide and my feelings of being useless in other issues, such as what happened during the peak Black Lives Matter movement, and maybe also with the current ICE terror going on. So yeah, very heavily political, but I think considering the climate that we're in right now, it felt appropriate to share. My battery's gonna die, so I'm gonna continue this video another time. Where do I stand? I can go home, sleep